Boys and girls, here we are in Floor Planner. I simply went to floorplanner.com. Some of my page may be cut off on the edges as this was shared, but if you go up to the top right and find login in this general area, you will get a page that allows you to log in via Google. And that's what I would like you to do. Log in with Google and select your username from school. You may have to type this in. As of right now, I'm just going to select the one that's already active for my school account. And it will show me my various projects that I have created and my exports as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to create a project and I'm going to give it a name. Giving it your name might be the best way for when you share it with me after you are done. So I'm going to call this one Hockers 1. Just because I need a little bit different name for my file since I have so many kind of in my demonstration section. And then I can decide to do it how I want. And if you remember back a few weeks, uploading image will probably do me nothing. Room Wizard is probably the simplest way to go. So I'm going to select Room Wizard, and from there I can click into different shapes that I would like. So I can flip and mirror and rotate and change. I can stretch various aspects of it. These things can be changed after I've already placed myself into the room. I'm going to make this say the kitchen. I can give it a kind of style and I can place it in. From there I can add other rooms or walls. It's kind of nice to just kind of block things in. And from there, using my middle mouse button, I can zoom in and out. I can pull things around and kind of adjust. You can see that it placed some things in for me automatically, like my flooring is here. I've got windows which I can stretch, I can move the location of. I can work on doors as well. Once I get my main idea of my building down, then things will work out a little bit better. So I'm actually going to take my door out and I'm going to fill in some other rooms. Does this look logical? Probably not. But you've got some freedom to make changes after that's all in there. So if you find that you want something to kind of be stretched differently, you can do those types of things. You can use dimensions if you so choose to change the size and shape of things by typing in numbers. An apostrophe means feet, a quotation mark means inches, so you want to make sure that you include those in there. So if I wanted this 15 feet, I'm going to go 15 and an apostrophe, and I can say which direction I want it to go. Since it's going to get bigger, I want it to go downward. Do I want to split that change in size? I'm just going to have it go downward, and you can kind of see that that cleaned it up a little bit. What's nice is I can also go into placing doors. I can look at them in 3D the way I would want them to appear. You might remember I had like an elevator door in my demonstration one, so maybe there's an elevator door here. I'm going to maybe dump in some windows. They don't look like much right now because this is the floor plan view. This is what it would kind of look like as a symbol when you look down on your drawing. Some doors that swing will have various arrows saying what they would look like. So if I had a regular door, this is the way that door would swing and how much space it would take up so I don't place anything in the way. And I can go across the top here as well, and I can change things so I don't have to do all these doors and windows and surfaces. I could go in and maybe add a floor to the building. I could, place some labels or symbols if I wanted to type something in specifically. And then everyone's favorite is kind of the furniture section, and there's more than just furniture in here. I could go into, say, sports and play, and I've got like weight racks, benches for bench press. I could, drop one of these guys in here. You can see how much space that takes up. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of make my house have what it needs to have. I should have a kitchen, a bedroom, a living space, and a bathroom as a minimum. I think on the list it also says maybe a second bedroom for a guest. There should be an entrance door to get into this house. We're not going to build it around you and have you trapped inside. And each room should have the kind of normal features. So if you've got a bedroom, it should probably have a bed in it. And if you have a kitchen, it should probably have a refrigerator and a sink in it, and so forth, through with the bathroom and whatever else. If some of this stuff starts to get cluttered, you can turn them off. You can change the views a little bit. And then what's neat is you can go to your 3D camera if you'd want, and take a look at it through this kind of a lens. You can walk around a little bit. You can use the light features. You can use the mouse to kind of turn yourself and view. This is what that one larger room was. I think if I walk through my wall, which means I have to make a door, I can get myself out. There's my elevator door. Whoops. I'm gonna run into that room and see my weight rack. Pretty fancy setup there. And from there, you can kind of customize the house how you see fit. And your main requirements right now are to have the correct rooms, and also to have the correct items in each room. Don't worry about painting walls yet, but some of these things should be pretty logical. There should be at least a window in each room and a door to get in each room, and so on. Time for the lesson. Be sharing your final drawing. I'll try not to ramble on as I did in the first half or first section, but the easiest way to do this is to go up to Export 2D Image. If you can't quite see it on your screen, it is on the right over here, so my mouse is going to kind of slide over this way. Export 2D Image gives me a whole bunch of settings. I would leave them as is. So unless you have a house that is taller than it is wide, I wouldn't mess with the ratios and so on. Leave this kind of just scale to fit, and then you're going to type in my email address, SHOCKERS @sbsdmail.net. You can copy it from right there, pause the video if you need to, type it in, and press export. If you do not get it right, you'll have to wait 10 minutes to export the file again. So I'm going to click on it, and it says my exports are in progress, and then 10 minutes from now I can do it again. This is just because it's free. And what will end up happening is if we go into my email, I will have a little email with a preview image of what you've created so that I can grade you on having all the components. Really just a checkoff list. Do you have the rooms that were required on that sheet that was included in Power School Learning? Does it have each of the items that I want for grading at this point? And then you are good. If you have questions, send me an email through Gmail, and I will try to clarify.